Have we got anyone on yet? Hi everyone, PattayaOwl here, Swadikap, Sabaidi Mai, hope you're well. Well, we're live, and it's a Super Saturday Live, 3 PM kickoff time. Welcome to the live stream. God knows how many people will get on a Saturday, who knows. But what I do know is it's only a couple of weeks until the next trip to Pattaya. I can't wait. Who have we got on? Who's dropping the first comments? Let's have a look. Welsh 32 saying, I'm on my perch waiting for Mr. Owl. Well, I'm here. I'm on time. Cunning Frog, it's too much light to fall prey to the owl. Wow. Welsh 32, hope this show will be a hoot. Loving these early comments. Steve Goodgroove, Swadikap. Only 9 days before I'm back in Pattaya. Can't wait for the meetup night on the 3rd of October. Remember, when you feel, when you free, I take you for breakfast on me, Mark. Spot on. Appreciate that, mate. I will never turn down a free brekkie, mate. So count me in on that one. Damon, welcome to the live show. Afternoon, Mark. Hope all is well. Yeah, really good. Really good. In fact, today I've been out and about having a bit of a mooch, having a walk, and then went out on the motorbike, or the Owl as we call it, the Triumph 675. Went out for a spin, come back, had a turkey sandwich and jumped on the live show in plenty of time. And to be fair, I was actually setting up the live show 1 hour ago, but I held back from logging on early because I know I've said 3 o'clock and I've done that in the past before. And people kind of plan the day to jump on at 3 o'clock. So I held tight and here I am. Hope you are well, wherever you are. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from today and what you're up to. It's Saturday. I imagine a lot of people might be watching their football club. It's 3 PM kickoff. I thought I'd go for kickoff time today, just in case people are not at the football. Let's have a little look to see what the latest vlogs are on the channel. I've posted a couple actually over the last couple of days. PattayaOwl videos, what's the latest? Yeah, if you've not checked it out, either open another tab on the live or watch it later. There's one on mental health and I couldn't leave my house. That's worth a watch. The one before that is my views on the BBC documentary. I think I mentioned that on the last live show as well. So if you've not checked them out, give them a view, like, comment, obviously if you like it. And yeah, that'll be good. They're the latest. I have no idea when the next vlog's going to be out. Nothing's filmed at the minute. And the PattayaOwl stickers have arrived. So look out in a toilet near you in Pattaya. You may have noticed these stickers already in some of the toilets in Pattaya. But this season's design is a little bit smaller, so I can get better value for money, but it is the same branding as before and always will be the same branding. But there we have it, the official PattayaOwl stickers to go in the toilets in Pattaya. In fact, if you're in Hookup Corner on Soy 7, I think it's Hookup Corner, or is it A7 DJ Bar? There's actually one in there from January, I think it is, one of the original big stickers. But these are the new little ones for the trip in a couple of weeks. Let me know what you think. Steve Goodgroove, can't wait to get on Thai Airways, mate. Cool. Yeah, I'm of course flying with Thai Airways as well in a couple of weeks, direct from London Heathrow, as a lot of you guys know. Damon, Mark, I fancied a little ride on my Ducati this morning, but rainy again in West Sussex. Maybe tomorrow. Yeah, this is it, mate. I mean, I just saw a nice little window of nice weather, so I just jumped on it and I feel better for it, and I feel even better for it that I went for an hour's walk before, then on the motorbike, and that's an absolute pleasure. Fresh air, decent walk, bit of exercise, and then a blast on the Triumph 675. And even though it is only a 675, my days, that's quick enough. Lee Allen, afternoon owl. Afternoon. Welcome to the live show. And not many more live shows left in England before the next trip to Pattaya. And I'm going to try and bring you as many live shows as I can from Pattaya. And more than likely, it will be in a bar or a restaurant. I'll find a little corner for me to do a live show. And I'll try and do as many as I physically can between editing and enjoying my holiday. There'll be more than weekly, I imagine. I think I've actually said I'll try and do a vlog every day, but not a vlog, a live show every day, but I don't know how realistic that is. I'm just going to go there, enjoy my holiday, create whatever vlogs I can, and I'll try and do as many live shows as I can for you guys, because I know you like seeing it. I remember some of the viewing figures of the live show was around 200 on a live show from Pattaya, so we seem to get bigger numbers when the owl is actually in Pattaya. Is anyone watching from Pattaya? Have we got any Pattaya viewers on the live show? Let me know in the comments. Gunship is in the house. Hi Mark, just making myself a cup of coffee, watching your live show. That's right. Absolutely, mate. Make sure you put plenty of the good stuff in the brew. And if you're having your usual tonight, make sure you get plenty of tomato ketchup or red sauce on there. We all know Gunship loves his sauce. Welcome to the live show, mate. Poppycorn, only recently subscribed, enjoyed your recent vlogs, looking forward to seeing your holiday vlogs. Thank you, mate, and welcome to the channel. And no doubt we're going to get lots of other new subscribers to join the Owls on the channel, because of course the channel is still very young. It's only 10 months old, and God knows how many people we can get on this next trip to Pattaya in just over 2 weeks. And of course, the vlogging starts from the moment I get in my car on the way to Heathrow to check in at the Best Western Hotel, London Heathrow, and park the car at Purple Parking. That's when the trip begins. That's when the daily vlogs start, and I can't wait. Michael, welcome to the live show, mate. Afternoon, Mark. Good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, good to have you on the live show, Michael. My days, it's getting closer. We're looking at a couple of weeks now, from 100 days to a couple of weeks. We'll soon be here, soon be there, should I say. Easy for me to say. Stephen 4X watching in Pratumnak Soy 4. Drizzly day here. A quiet night in after a drunken night on the 6th. Well, welcome to the live show, mate. And my days do I wish I was sat on Soy 4 Pratumnak now. And if I was sat on Soy 4 Pratumnak, I would nip to the Hippie Cafe and I'd have a chicken panang for 99 baht, and then I would get my ass to LK Metro, regardless of if I was out last night, and I would party the night away. And my days, it's almost time. Pattaya Gornia, hello, welcome to the live show. We've got some new faces on here, new faces on the live show. Matthias, yes, sat at home watching the football in Pattaya. Nice one, mate. I know it is kick-off time around the UK and probably around the world in some places. Well, it's not 3 o'clock everywhere, is it? But you know what I mean. 3 o'clock is kick-off time. Hence why I've put kick-off in the title, to see how many people we could actually get on a live show at 3 p.m. on a Saturday. Super Stephen, hi Owl, Vogue Hotel. Does that mean you're watching from the Vogue Hotel? I'm even more jealous, because of course that is where the Owl is staying for the whole duration. And it's only like 20 quid a night, so I hope it's good. A lot of people have said it's good. It's good for the money. Mark, remember, hope we can get people so we can do the go-kart and be a laugh if you want me to be the cameraman and people see the Owls driving. Yeah, well, this is it, Steve, mate. We'll have a beer at the meetup night and we'll take it from there, mate. And I'm pretty laid back. I'm there for a couple of weeks, and of course I want to produce as many vlogs for the channel, as well as having a cracking holiday. And there's lots of people I want to meet up with. So it's getting all that in a way which is proper chilled. Do you know what I mean? I want to be able to produce the vlogs without it feeling like work, but at the same time do stuff such as go-karting, meeting other people, either viewers, subscribers, YouTubers. The meetup nights are definitely the best place to come and say hello, because as you can imagine, it's not always possible to meet everybody for a beer or for a breakfast separately, and that's why the meetup nights on a Friday, 8 p.m. at the Cave, are just perfect, because you can rack up there, say hello, and have a beer. GCLDN. Easy. I should know how to say that by now. Let's have a drink of tea. Afternoon Owl, good afternoon, a regular. And of course, your trip to Pattaya is coming up. Is it just a couple of days now? Couple of days. Super Stephen, Vogue Hotel is very good. Excellent. And what I like about the Vogue Hotel, not only the amazing location just off Soilenki, but it looks fairly modern and it looks fairly clean. And then it's got a bargain price of 20 quid a night attached to it as well. So I'm hoping it ticks all the boxes. And who knows, that could be the base for the Owl in the future. Saying that, for the January trip, I'm actually staying at the Golden Sea Hotel off Soibacau, as we know. And that's £23 a night. And I have done a vlog on that before and it seemed all right. Again, great location, great price. Probably not as modern as the Vogue. If you've stayed at the Golden Sea, let me know if that's a fair analysis. Clean, but not as modern as the Vogue, maybe. Ron Shaw, hi Owl, good afternoon. Just 12 more days for me staying at the Vogue too. Nice one. Well, this is it. When they're offering prices as cheap as 20 quid a night, it's going to attract a lot of people. I remember when I first went to Pattaya in 2023, I didn't look for the cheapest. I'd stay anywhere. I was quite happy to pay 50 quid, 80 quid a night. But the Owls woke up. And also, the Owl's got less money than he's ever had before. So if I can get a nice, clean, comfortable hotel, arguably, could even be better than some of the ones where I've stayed, where it's been 50 quid, 60 quid, 80 quid a night. So if you've just joined the live show, everyone, the official Pattaya Owl stickers have arrived. And I've only got 6 of them. So that'll be 6 toilets in Pattaya. I believe there's already one in the A7 DJ bar. And that stayed up for nearly 10 months. So thank you very much for not taking that down. And these will find their way into a bar toilet on the next trip. Just the 6, though. Super Stephen, see you soon. Absolutely, mate. And as I mentioned at the start, of course, we've got more people on the live show now. If you can hit the like button, that'll help get even more people on and help the Owl algorithm. Well, latest vlogs. I couldn't leave my house. Yes, my mental health. That is the latest vlog. If you can take a look at that, if you enjoy it, give us a thumbs up, drop a comment. I do my best to answer all the comments or reply to all the comments where I can. Very rarely do I ignore a comment. And the one before that is, of course, the one we mentioned on the other live show, which is the BBC Thailand documentary. That's almost got 5,000 views, which is not bad for a little channel like me. So if you've not seen it, check that out. But also check out the documentary. I think it's a good watch. Doesn't give a true reflection of Pattaya, of course, but why would it? It's the BBC. Pattaya Bangkok 48. Welcome to the live show again, mate. You will have less money with a rate of under 43 to the pound. Why is it? Has it dropped? Has it? I thought it clearly it must have dropped. What is the rate as of today? Anyone walk past the TT currency exchange in Pattaya? Pattaya Bangkok 48, under 43 is it now? I think it was 44 the other day. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not there, so I can't see. And to be honest with you, I don't check it every single day. GCLDN, I have 16 nights to book up, more than likely. Will do it when I'm over. Golden Sea Vogue, possibly, but want to check them out with my own eyes first. Fair enough, mate. I'm in the base condo for the first 9 nights. Cool. And of course, that's at the bottom of Soy Diana. I've not had a good experience with the base, but they're all independently owned, aren't they? So it's completely irrelevant. My particular landlord didn't give me the check-in details, but is what it is. Damon Mark, if you do the go-karting, bung the guy 50 to 100 baht. When you get in the car, he will tweak the carb. Then it's not restricted. Way more fun. Well, I didn't know that, Damon. I did not know that. Pattaya Bangkok 48. Yes, it's now 42.6 to the pound. Shame. But, you know, I can still have plenty of fun on that. It's if it drops to ridiculous figures, then it won't be as fun. But yeah, hopefully it'll increase in the next couple of weeks. It makes you wonder if what's going on in the world impacts them kind of figures. And I can announce on the live show that the suitcase with the PattayaOwl logo on it has come out of the wardrobe. Is now lied on the bed and is started to be filled with clothes. The shorts, the socks, and the helmet for the moped is in there. I don't know if it's going to close with the helmet in. If it doesn't close, the helmet is going to have to come out and I'm going to have to just borrow one from the place where I hire the bike. But hopefully I can get it closed with my helmet in because I do quite like it and I reckon it's going to be a lot stronger than the ones I get from the hire shop. That's bad form. I've used the same landlord in the base 5 times now, and we're at Evo. That's so it's all good. Great value for £30 a night. Fair dues, mate. Yeah, and of course there's that many different apartments in the base, isn't there? I mean, it wasn't great, and it was through Booking.com as well, and I never got my 80 quid back. But I'll tell you about that when we have a beer at the meetup night, mate. I've kind of let it go, to be honest with you. It was my first trip to Pattaya. There was some miscommunication, but I wasn't able to check in to the apartment at the base. And I also wasn't able to get a refund. And that's the first time I've ever lost 80 quid on Booking.com. And there was some confusion, but it is what it is. Sean McDyer, welcome to the live show. And a big hello to everyone who's joined the live show. We are live. It is Saturday. We kicked off at 3 p.m. UK time. And this is one of the last live shows before the Owl makes his return to Pattaya. And of course, the live shows will be from bars, restaurants in Pattaya. Because I won't have the condo. I'm half tempted to go and check out the condo and just for old time's sake, in Cozy Beach, Pratumnak, make my way to the floor and just have a little look at it. There's a lot of love there for that little condo. Gavin, hello there. Mac TV had a good follow-up on the documentary. Absolutely. And he's also dropped a comment on the Owls video as well. Big shout out to Mac TV. But yeah, take a look at both videos, the documentary, and you can see everyone's comment on there. I've actually pinned Mac TV's to the top of that one. Steve Goodgrieve, hello mate. You are the early bird packing, not thinking about packing yet. And I go in 9 days. Well, fair enough, mate. It's, the way I look at it, the bedroom needed tidying. So I kind of joined the two jobs together and packed the suitcase for Pattaya as well as tidying the room. So yeah, the process starts now. I know it's 2 weeks away, but at least I've made some progress. You know, I've got the passport. I've got my Thai wallet. So I have a wallet for Thailand with my Thai driving license, my Thai bank account, all that stuff in one wallet. Separate to my English wallet, and of course my Thai SIM card as well. And yes, can't believe how close it really is now. GCLDM Block A big balcony, sea view, some nice condos in there. Nice one, mate. Sounds like you've got it sussed out staying there. Alpha Interactions, welcome to the live show. I'm back in Pattaya in 3 weeks. Well, I'll be there. I will be there, all being well. Pattaya Bangkok 48, don't forget the DTAC mark. Of course, this is something we have to do online. Is it within 48 hours, did we say on the last live show? I think you said it was within the 48 hours of flying. Just remind me again in there. It's either 48 hours or 20, I can't remember. Oh, what we got? Wolf, welcome to the live show, mate. Thank you very much for the buy me a coffee. Wow, 10 quid. That will go in the Pattaya fund. Thank you very much, Wolf. What a treat. And thank you to everyone that drops a coffee or super chat or whatever it is. It all goes in the Pattaya fund. Pattaya Bangkok 48, 3 days before travel is when you do the DTAC. Okay, cool. Thank you for the reminder. I think in my head I remember that, but I wanted to do it a couple of days before. And it's a new thing. Of course, I've not had to do this before. It got brought in as I returned from Pattaya. And I've not even looked in if that needs to be done for DTV holders. I'm yet to go on the website and look in. If you guys know if the DTAC applies to anyone, regardless of your visa, just let us know. That'd be great. Pattaya Bangkok 48. It's easy hour, yeah, to be fair. I don't expect it to be difficult. I mean, the DTV visa process was easy as well, mate. And I had to do a similar kind of DTAC thing when I went to New York in 2016. And I think I did that, like, you know, one eye open while watching TV. So not too difficult. Soy Art Deco question. The digital pre-arrival form asks for your hotel name. Is this every checked? Or can you put any hotel address? Well, I don't know, but yeah, put it out to the group, Soy Art Deco. Now, do you put your hotel? Do you put every hotel down? I don't know. I've not even gone onto the website to have a look, to be honest, Soy Art Deco. But if anyone knows in the chat, I'm sure they'll answer it for you. Kane, yes, mate, I'm on a DTV and had to do it. Cool. I didn't think the DTV would get any special privileges because it is just a tourist visa, even though it's the best visa in the world. So, yeah, I'll fully expect and will do the DTAC 48 hours before departure. And I was thinking, like, I've been back a fair few months now. What is it? June, July, August, September. By the time of travel, it'd be 5 months since leaving Pattaya. So 5 months of knuckling down, earning, getting myself in a position where I can have a cheeky 2-week holiday. My days, 5 months has gone like that. Michael Davis, it's only where you're staying on your first night. That seems pretty fair. I mean, for me, it's going to be the Vogue anyway, but it sounds like Soy Art Deco might be staying in a number of hotels, like a lot of you guys do. Damon, it's for everyone on any visa. Yeah, that would make sense. And of course, we've got the comments up on the screen again. I have made them a little bit smaller so we can get full sentences rather than half a words, and that seems to be working now, but the owl still needs his laptop to read it because even though the glasses are good, they're not that good. Hopefully you guys can just about make out what people are asking from there. Hopefully it's not too small. I can't make it any bigger without losing words, and it looks even worse like the last live show. Soy Art Deco says, thanks, chat. And this is what I love about these live shows. You guys will, as well as talking to the owl, you also talk to each other and help each other. And it's almost like a pool of knowledge. And I always ask questions when I don't have a clue either. Welsh 32, you can do your DTAC. You can do the DTAC, can be done when you land at the airport, but best to do, advice is when you set off to Thailand. Yeah, I think it can be done online. I'm 100% going to be doing that DTAC within 48 hours of departure. I'll tell you what I might do is do it when I'm in the hotel the night before and actually put it as part of the vlog. So there we go. I'll leave it till the night before and I'll include it in the video. That'll be interesting. Sean the Prawn, welcome to the live show. Hi Mark, thanks for your video about getting depressed living with your parents in the attic and ordering Chinese. Do you have a plan how to deal with it in the future? Well, to be fair, mate, if you've not, and this is to everyone, if you've not seen that video, check it out. That's on me not being able to leave the house. It's many years ago now, and to be fair, thank God it's not creeped back, so I've managed to fix that particular issue. But if, God forbid, in the future I was to feel like that again, I would hopefully deal with it quicker, faster and better than I did back then, because all in all, it was probably a 12-month period of feeling pretty low, and the best way to get out of that is to acknowledge it, to talk about it, and then eventually I got myself out of it. So I appreciate the comment there, Sean, the prawn, and I do like to share as much as I can on the channel, even from me going for a medical at the age of 40 years old. I mean, God knows what them results are going to be next week, but I'm going to share it with you. You know, it doesn't change the data, does it? You know, if they come back and say, right, Owl, you are really, really poorly, these are your figures, I'll just share it with you. I mean, it's going to have to be something bloody serious for me not to get on that flight to Pattaya, that is for sure. Pattaya Bangkok 48, referring to the DTAC. Yes, do it before you get on the plane. No messing then at immigration. Damon, if you like steak, try the Longhorn Steakhouse in Soy Diana. Not cheap, but lovely. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big fan of steak. I don't eat much red meat, to be fair. I have heard good reports about the Longhorn, as well as I've been to the Beef Eater across the way, actually. But of course, you pay the price. You pay, you know, if money's not an issue, and you're not necessarily there on a budget, or maybe it's a treat. I mean, you can check out these steakhouses. I mean, I recommend the Beef Eater, which is opposite from there, because I've actually been there, as well as the Robin Hood Tavern, do great food and steaks if you're into steaks. I've never eaten at the Longhorn, but I've heard good things. So I would say it's up to you where you decide to go. So many choices in Pattaya. Squander in Asia, I just came for a 3-week stay and have no QR code, was asked of me. Fair enough. Kane, I love the Robin Hood for breakfast. So do I, mate. I love it. I love you can build your own breakfast. You can have a bit of spinach with it if you want. Scrambled eggs, spinach and a banger. You just literally choose on that piece of paper at the Robin Hood what you want on your brekkie. I have a lot of love for the Robin Hood. Steve Goodgroove, I'm staying in Jomtien and can't wait for the papaya salad. Nice one, mate. Bill W from New York, hi PattayaOwl and all. Hello, welcome to the live show. And of course, it's Saturday. And if you can hit that like button, that will really help the Owl algorithm. Soy Art Deco, Owl, have you been to Candy Club at 8 PM to hear the solo singing? I haven't, mate. I always rack up at Candy Club when I'm half cut about 11 o'clock at night and then leave about 1:30 in the morning, usually after a meetup night with subscribers. I've never gone at 8 PM, but I might do this time because I've heard it's a little bit quieter. You can go in there, listen to the band, get a seat as opposed to standing. So I might just do it. I'm just going to go with it. There's lots of things I want to do, lots of people I want to meet. And I've also got vlogs to make as well. And it's getting that balance of, because I don't want to have to write down a schedule and all this kind of stuff. That is ridiculous. I'm going there on holiday. And what I usually do is vlog as I go. And that kind of works. But I might have to say no to a few things. Yeah, I might have to say no, I can't do that, because I want to go and actually film this for the channel. We'll have to see. Hopefully it won't come to that. Kane, build your breakfast is amazing. I agree, mate. Kev C, hello, mate. Time bar for me, an Hungry Hippo and Sportsman bar on Soy 13 for breakfast. Hope you're good. Spot on, mate. And actually, I think I've been to all of them. I have. I'm going to be going Time bar for brekkie with Michael, pretty much for the first brekkie, second brekkie of the trip. Hungry Hippo, I did a video from there, one of my first videos from the Hungry Hippo. And the Sportsman, I've been there for a brekkie and that was good as well. So yeah, good choices there, Kev C, and I can proudly say I've eaten all of them. GCLDN, I'm looking forward to the Sunday roast at the Robin Hood. That is good. I'll tell you what I'm looking forward to is having the Sunday roast at the Flame on Soy Lenki. I've done the Robin Hood many a times for Sunday roast, and I probably won't be doing it on this trip. I want to try and mix it up a little bit, and I've heard great things about Flame. In fact, I've eaten at Flame, as you guys know. I did a vlog called Flaming Friday, and that was having a chicken burger and a milkshake, and it came out at like under 300 baht with first class restaurant service as well. So Damon, Fat Cocoa on Beach Road is a tip-top restaurant, nice quality food. Of course, yes, I've eaten there. I had a chicken burger there as well, and that was at the end of the trip in January this year. And I think it was my last meal in Pattaya before I made my way to the airport. It's good, great spot, but of course you pay tourist prices. I think it was 13 quid or something for a chicken burger. I probably won't be doing that this time. But yeah, good shot, mate. Welsh 32, why not have the meetup at the Candy Club at 8 p.m. instead of the cave? You know what, Welsh 32, I mean, that is a fair question. The thing is now, I've built up a relationship with the cave. I've built up a relationship with Rinda and the ladies there to the point where it would be odd for me just to ditch that and go to Candy Club, which I love, because we're going to go Candy Club after anyway. It always happens. So I can't just abandon the cave, unless, of course, for whatever reason we all fall out. I mean, I don't see why that would happen. They're lovely. Rinda and the team are amazing. So, yeah, I'm just going to keep with what's working. And, of course, it's a small bar. Candy Club is bigger and could be better, but I can't just do that. I really like going to the cave. So the cave it is, and if we have to stand outside the bar or go into the bars left and right because there's that many people there, and again, I have no idea how many people are going to come, if it's going to be just me and Michael, or it's going to be 50 people there, I don't know. I've had over 20 people confirm, but it comes down to what happens on the day, because, you know, it's a Friday in Pattaya. Something better comes up, you might not make it to the meetup night. But it's good if you can get there for 8 o'clock, and it'll run for as long as it runs, usually around 10, 11, and then we make our way to Candy Club. So, to answer your question in a short way, Welsh 32, I think it's just loyalty, to be honest. Loyalty. And thanks again, Wolf, just received your email. £10. Can you let me know what date your flight is, as I might book the same flight? That's if you don't mind. Wolf, mate, no, not at all. Do me a favour then, just email PattayaOwl@gmail.com, mate, and I'll give you a very good idea of what it is. And thank you very much for the 10 quid for the Pattaya fund, much appreciated. Sean the Prawn, Mark, will you go on the NDTV live show on your next trip in Pattaya? Nick has been very good. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the amount of times I've popped into A7 DJ bar on a Sunday on the way back to the condo over that 2-month period when I was out there, yeah, it was quite a lot. So, and you know, they've invited me on, so of course I'm going to go there. I'll jump on the live show if they want me to be on there, and if they don't, I'll just sit in the background with a beer, but they have invited me on, so yeah, of course. It'll be an interesting one. I don't think I've ever actually been interviewed or asked a question or done any podcasts or anything on any other channel or live show. I don't think. I've been on Webby's live show. That was great, but I don't think I've ever been on like a podcast or anything. And I know on the live show on NDTVI, I think Martin asked a few questions. I don't know. We'll have to see. Stevie D. Hi, mate. Great mental health video. Just got back from a 5-minute walk. Nice one, mate. I'm glad you got some value from it. And that's what it's for. You know, on this channel, a lot of guys as well as women watch the channel. And I think talking about health, mental, physical, is a good thing, because it doesn't change the data, does it? You know, it doesn't change it. It's just sharing information, sharing knowledge, sharing experiences. So I don't shy away from anything on this channel. So I'm glad you enjoyed the mental health video. And thankfully, I've not returned to that low place for many years. That was 2012. Welsh 32, it was just an idea, that's all, Mr. Owl. Yeah, not a bad suggestion. And I think if I had an issue with the cave or there was some kind of whatever that didn't work, then I would definitely look at speaking to Grant and doing the Candy Club because it's a bigger venue. But I could only do that if there was an issue, and it's quite the opposite, really. I really enjoy going to the cave. And you know what? Yes, there's no toilets, but next door or just further down, like a couple of minutes, are some toilets. And what I do, I think it's £5 to go in the toilet, is I just give him 20-50 baht or something like that to cover the night. So Stevie D, a 5 mile walk, not minutes. Spot on, mate. I think I did a bit of a walk today, about half an hour. Then I went for a blast on the Triumph, the 675. And I felt better doing the walk before the bike ride. And then I felt great after the bike ride. I felt like I've actually done some leisurely stuff today on my day off. Damon, Mark, I like your style. Loyalty is definitely the way forward. Very respectful. And the ties like that. Yeah, exactly. And I cannot ask anything more from Rinder and the team. I'll never forget how welcoming they were to all my subscribers on the meetup nights. They were constantly there, ready to provide drinks for anybody who wanted to order a drink, so there was no distractions. They were having fun. They got stuck in at Songkran and we're all having water fights. Brilliant. And I've met Rinder, and of course I've met Rinder's husband from France, and he owns the bar, is my understanding. And I am going to message Rinder in the next week or so just to arrange in a bit more detail how we're going to get some bangers to the meetup night on the 3rd of October, 8 p.m. Sean the Prawn, what's your Premier League team? Why do you choose Real Madrid and not Barca? I don't have a Premiership team, mate. I'm an automatic fan. I don't have a Premiership team. I wear football shirts because I get them from Mike's shopping mall in Pattaya, and they cost 450 baht to me. I'm sure people can get them cheaper. So yeah, I'm not a Premier League supporter, but I'm aware that there's a lot of football going on at the time of this live show, and I thought I'd go for a 3 p.m. kickoff time for a change. But so, as I mentioned before, not long now till the next trip to Pattaya. I'm going to arrive in the morning. I'll probably get to Pattaya with Jojo, the taxi driver, around about 11 a.m. on that first day. What do you think is the first thing I should do once I've dropped the case off? Let me know in the comments. I have asked the question before, but we've got different people on today. Let me know. What should I do? I'm case free. The Vogue have allowed me to leave the case there because it's too early to check in. But then I'm free in Pattaya without a case. Where does the Owl go first at 11 a.m. in Pattaya? And where can it lead? How much is the taxi to Pattaya from the airport? With Jojo, it is 1,400 baht, or it was the last time. And if any of you guys need a taxi, you want to use Jojo, I don't get anything for it. I'm just recommending. I think it was Jeff Carter who recommended it. I've used Jojo a number of times now, and I can certainly recommend it. I recommend her. Definitely worth it. Just send me an email. Send me an email to PattayaOwl@gmail.com, and I'll give you her number if you're going to be booking a taxi with Jojo. Soyat Deco says the first thing you should do around about 11 a.m. is a ham and cheese toastie from 7-Eleven. I'm not gonna do that. Thanks for the suggestion, mate. I'm not gonna do that. If I'm hungry, I think it's gonna be the Beer Garden brekkie. If it's later on in the day, because there's been a delay, it's gonna be Eat Street for a chicken pad thai for food. But of course, I'm free to do anything until it's time to check in. Michael Davis, Mark Kane was asking for directions to the cave, mate. So just off Soibakau, on the left-hand side, you've got Tree Town entrance opposite McDonald's and Prime Burger. Take a left there. The cave is on the left. So if you never know where it is, just McDonald's and Soibakau, and then Tree Town is opposite. And you can't really miss it. it's within that Tree Town complex. So there you go. Cheers, Michael. I must have missed that one. Ricky, what's your budget? Well, I'm going to have £2,000, mate, to last me the 2 weeks. So one night I might spend more than the other night. Will I average 60 to 80 quid a night? One night I might have a blowout and go over the £100 mark. So there is a budget there. There is a budget because there's not unlimited money. However, we'll just have to play it by ear on that one, because that budget is for food, massage, entertainment. So I need to make it last. Lewis Falzon, welcome to the live show. Can you please suggest a taxi that can show you around Pattaya? Well, I don't actually know, to be fair. I mean, you could just keep booking Bolt to show you around, maybe. I've never used like a taxi for a tour guide, but I'm sure you could find someone. Just be careful who you choose. Go off recommendations. I've never used one. The way I discover Pattaya is by going around myself, by watching vloggers and videos that are out there and then experiencing it. And if you want to go somewhere like the Pattaya sign, you don't know where it is, you could jump in a taxi, Mr. or Mrs. Bolt, and ask them to take you to the Pattaya sign. Or hire a scooter and actually ride there yourself using Google Maps. I'd much rather do it that way than have a taxi drive me around everywhere. But if you're after a taxi airport-wise, I recommend Jojo. She's really, really friendly and she loves being on camera, so I expect Jojo to be on one of my first vlogs as well. That's assuming it is Jojo. Sometimes she's busy and sends some of the team, so I don't even know yet. Damon, Mark, can't remember your favourite banger restaurant. The one it is pre-order the bangers and get them delivered to the cave. Time Bar. I'm hoping to get the bangers from Time Bar. I've intentionally not contacted them just yet. A part of me wants to just arrange it all the day before, but a part of me is thinking, should I email Time Bar and just give them the heads up that we're going to probably need about 20, 30 bangers for a particular day, which might be a better idea than just asking them the day before, because of course they're going to need some to serve customers in the bar for brekkie. So I think I will ping an email in the next week and we'll take it from there, because if you don't know, I have promised you all bangers at the meetup night on the 3rd, and it's my responsibility to make sure we get them there. And I'm going to try and get them from Time Bar. GCLDN, apart from stocking your fridge from the 7-Eleven, I suggest you get a massage to wind down after that flight. Not a bad suggestion, mate. One thing I don't do, actually, though, you say about stocking the fridge. If I'm to stock the fridge, it's literally with bottles of water and the odd cheeky milkshake from 7-Eleven. I don't drink alcohol in the room. I save that for the bars, but that's just me. Welsh32 says, get a soapy massage, Mr. Owl. First thing to do when you get out there. Get it out the way and you're done and dusted. Not a bad suggestion, because of course the Owl, this will be the 5th trip to Pattaya in 2 years, has not yet had a soapy massage. So I'm going to have a soapy massage, and I'm either going to have it on soy honey, which is one of the main soys for a soapy massage, or I could make my way to soy 21, where you've got the amber. And opposite there, you've got, I think it's P massage, maybe there. We'll have to see, but I think the time has come. It's not a bad suggestion after a flight, something to look forward to after doing how many thousand miles from England. So, Russ, second thing, check out Rum Runner. It looks good. I will be, mate. I have said to Mr. Egg that I'll be popping in there on that first day. So you're right, there'll be a brekkie, there might be an each street. There'll be a bit of soy bacao, they'll be checking in at the Vogue, and of course then they will be nipping in the Rum Runner. I say nipping in, if we go there for about 3 o'clock, I might have a good couple of hours in there, who knows. And the scary thing is it'll only be 5 o'clock then. So the question is, do I go back to the Vogue to freshen up for the evening, or do I just carry on a bar crawl down soy bacao? That's something I am going to be bringing, a few bar crawls this time. Sean the Prawn says soapy is a good idea. And let me know in the comments, Where would you recommend for this soapy massage? Let me know. I've never had one before, but looking forward to it. I think the prices have always put me off before when you see 3,000 baht, which is like, what, 60 odd quid? But you guys are saying it's an experience you must do. Wolf, I've received your email, mate. If you could just drop a comment in the live just to say that is your email, that'd be great, mate. I'm only doing that for verification's point of view. I can see it says Wolf and Flight, but if you could drop a comment just to say that's my email after the live show, mate, I'll reply to that one. And I can also see an email from Stephen in relation to Jojo Taxi as well. I will get back to you after the live show on that one, because of course I don't mind giving you guys Jojo's number. She said that's fine as long as it's used for booking taxis. AJ, Herbie, where are we? Kung's is near your hotel. Of course it is. Their French press coffee would probably help keep you awake for a bit after a long trip. Thank you, mate. I've had many of breakfasts, and for me it's a cup of tea, but I'm sure their coffee is lovely as well, but I don't drink coffee. But yeah, of course, there'll be many visits to Kung's, which is just round the corner from the Vogue, as you were pointing out, so nice one, mate. Kane, thanks, mate, no problem. Pattaya Bangkok 48, too short 2 weeks. Shame you couldn't get more time off. It is what it is. You know, I'm going to make the most of every day in that 2 weeks. And of course, there'll be lots of vlogs. I don't know how many vlogs in 2 weeks. Probably over 15 vlogs, something like that. And then the Owl is returning again in January. And it is what it is. I'm like many of the subscribers and viewers of the channel who have to earn, work, and then go. And that's the way it is at the minute. Wolf, nice one, mate. Thanks for that verification. I will reply to your email later on, mate. Soyat Deco, have you eaten at Silver Spur? I haven't, mate. Ricky, have you ever done a girlfriend experience on Pattaya, thinking of taking a girl island, hoping for a week? No, I haven't, mate. I haven't. I've never done the whole find a girlfriend in Pattaya and go to an island before. I know lots of guys have done that, and it's led to a proper relationship and then gone on to marriage. And for some, it's been a 3-day thing and it's finished, or a 24-hour thing. But I've never done it. I've gone on dates on the back of being on Tinder and Thai friendly, but it's never led anywhere. Pattaya for me now is just going there and having fun. Damon, Mark, I like the ham and cheese toasties, but always get an upset stomach the next day. I don't think the 7-Eleven don't clean their grill properly. That's interesting, mate. Imagine getting food poisoning from 7-Eleven of all the places. Lewis, thank you very much. I will email you for Jojo. No problem, mate. Julia 72. Do you think certain bar areas... I don't know what to make of that one, mate. Is it an issue you've had? I can't say... Yeah, I can't say that's been a thing for me, mate. I don't know. Maybe you can expand on that. I can't say I've ever noticed a smell of piss, to be honest, mate. In certain bar areas. No, that's... What a question. Sean the Prawn. Nope. Don't know who that is. JNR Soy Honey for a soapy massage. Stephen Cathall, afternoon owl. One eye on this and one eye on the football. Yeah, sorry, mate, to do the kickoff at the same time as a football kickoff. Welcome to the live show. And thanks for all your kind comments. It's always good to have you here, mate. GCLDN, try the chocolate fudge cake slice from the 7-Eleven in the fridge. I think it's 39 baht, amazing. That's what I fill the fridge with. And the strawberry cake too. And I know the ones you're talking about. I do know the ones you're talking about. But of course the owl shouldn't be having too many cakes. But sometimes when you're craving that sugar and it's the early hours of the morning or late at night, it's quite handy just having something there in the fridge. Because of course, when I had the condo in Cozy Beach, I did have the odd little cake and the odd milkshake, and that was about it. Never did much in the way of cooking. I'm up for the Gents Club crawl, 100%. Yeah, I'm hoping to get on a bar crawl while I'm there. I mean, I don't do bar crawls, but I'm hoping to get on one if I find one is running when I'm there and it doesn't interfere with it being a Friday when the meetup night is, or the night when I'm in Bang Chang. We've not decided when that's going to be yet. But yeah, I'm up for doing a bar crawl. I enjoyed it last time, but we'll have to see who is doing them when I'm over there. If it's going to be a Wednesday, let's have a look at the calendar. If the bar crawl was to be a Wednesday, I think it would be the 8th of October would be the perfect date for a bar crawl. Pattaya Bangkok 48, 3,500 soapy massage, really good. Tried it in Bangkok, nice one, mate. Russ soapy, more than 3,000, but a good one, good time experience, cool. Damon, Soy 1 or 2, Second Road, next to Sabai Hotel, the Big Blue Hotel for a soapy, nice one, mate. Not far from Siam at Siam, is it? Welsh 32, how about an extra cheeky meetup night at Maggie May's Resort? Well, the thing is, mate, I want to keep it as straightforward as I can, and that is my meetup nights will be on a Friday, 8 p.m. at the Cave, unless anything dramatic changes. And the meetup nights will be when I'm there, every Friday when I'm there. So in this case, October, it's the 3rd and the 10th. And then I think it's the 16th of January and the week after. And that's the way I'm going to keep it. But yeah, not a bad suggestion, mate. But I don't want to start moving venues too much. And I don't want to start doing additional meetup nights. Because I want to try and get as many people as I can on one night is the plan. But as for Maggie May's Resort, I was there actually for the opening day and it looks all right. Yeah, the rooms look very impressive. The area downstairs, the lounge, the swimming pool area, the barbecue area. I'm going to have a ride up on the bike on this next trip and have a few beers in the afternoon, that is for sure. Sean the Prawn, you will never forget a soapy massage. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience and you will leave feeling like a new owl. Well, that's an advertisement. Julia 72, why did you not work till Christmas, then had January there? Because I want to go in October. Pattaya Bangkok 48, it's a smell of pork in Pattaya mostly. Market, are you meeting up with Webby in Pattaya, Mr. Owl? Absolutely. Steve Goodgrieve, hi Welsh 32, how are you, mate? Can I just go to Maggie May's? I think you're having a conversation with Welsh 32. Yeah, I think you can just go to Maggie May's Resort anyway, can't you? You don't have to be staying there, but I think you have to book. I think you have to book if you want to stay there because they're quite busy, so... Pattaya Agona, I want to go to a bar crawl. Must be fun and crazy. Yeah, they're good. I mean, I'll never forget the bar crawl. The first bar crawl I went to last time was brilliant. I was wasted. I remember it got to about midnight and I'm there trying to eat sweet and sour chicken at Chomps and kept missing my mouth. So it was definitely a great night. Damon says Mark Trevor at Buzzing does bar crawls a couple of times a week. Yeah, that's true, mate. GCLDM, Buzzing does bar crawls on a Monday. Never been to one of them myself. Any good, anyone? Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the feedback's been pretty good on the bar crawls for Buzzing, and of course Webby. I don't know if Webby does them now, but that's the one I went on and that was brilliant. Market, are your football jerseys real or fake? Well, I get them from Mike's shopping mall for 450 baht, mate. So I'll let you make your own mind up on that one, Marky. And welcome to the live show. The Bangkok app, the bank account, still accessible. It allows me to send money, scan. So they've not yet closed that, frozen it, which I'm surprised. But hopefully I can actually use it for the full 2-week holiday when I'm over there. But I don't think I'm ever going to put big money in there now. Can't chance it. I might stick 100 quid in and use 100 quid at a time. But I'm not sticking any more than that with a threat of them freezing it or closing it because I took it out on a tourist visa. No chance. Marky says they look the real deal. Well, what I do know is I have a much better experience going into Mike's shopping mall, buying one of these for 450 baht than I ever done going to Sports Direct buying a shirt. So I will always get my football shirts from Mike's shopping mall, middle aisle, towards the door that goes out onto Beach Road, that little bit of area there. And the other thing that gets me there is I know there's another person in Pattaya, he's getting them at 350 baht per shirt, but my price is 450, but I guess it's who you know. Kev C, welcome to the live show, mate. Hello, mate. What's the Vogue Hotel like you're staying in? And is it close to LK, Tree Town? I'm staying in the Eureka Lodge for a month in November. Great hotel. I stayed a few times. Yeah, so the Vogue Hotel is literally not like a minute's walk from Combs on Soy Lenki. So you can, within seconds, minutes, you're on Soy Lenki. You can be on Soy Bacau, LK. Very, very close. A similar kind of distance to LK from Eureka Lodge. I mean, you're probably marginally closer, but I'm looking forward to it. And I'm going to review the Vogue. I know last time they asked me to stop filming in reception, but this time I am going to film it, and I'm going to film the room because they won't be in the room with me, will they? So I don't think they're going to ask me to drop down the video, remove the video. I mean, the excitement, a lot of you guys can relate to it, really does build up. And I can't wait until that time when I'm actually checking into the Best Western at Heathrow, when I know the holiday begins right here. When I pull out the phone to start vlogging, it's just an overwhelming feeling of excitement. And the vlogging doesn't feel like a job either. It's just enjoyable. Damon, if you rent a bike when you get to Pat's, I recommend a Yamaha Aerox 155, nice size bike, cool. Of course, when I was over there for a couple of months, I bought the MT-15, which is a little 155. That was a nice bike. And I hired a PCX, so a PCX is quite a substantial scooter. So I will be going for something half decent, mate, and I'll be getting it from Pattaya Rent-A-Car in Pratumnak, and I'll probably end up with a PCX again, to be honest, a big chunky scooter. That'll do me. It's only a 2-week holiday, and of course I've got the Triumph 675 here at home. Steve Goodgrieve, the football shirt's just as good as the real. I got a Liverpool shirt in England, 80 quid. I got one from Thailand, 450 baht. Put next to each of you, can hardly tell the difference. Well, what I will say is I've got maybe 6 or 7 different football shirts. They've all been in the washer multiple times. None of them have shrank. Nothing's faded. The badge is unbelievable quality. So they're amazing. And I'm gonna buy maybe 5 off him this time. And every time I go to Pattaya. Because what's good about it is they're constantly getting in the new shirts. So it's exciting every time I go to Pattaya. There's a whole new range of shirts for me to try and to buy. Pattaya Bangkok 48, Me Too Owl fly out 25th of September. Nice one. Yeah, just the excitement, the whole build up. Now, in an ideal world, obviously I'd be out there living, but the money isn't there to do that. So I'm having to do it this way round, which is earn and go on trips. That just is what it is unless I win the lottery. GCLDN, the feeling when you descend into Bangkok Airport is unbeatable. It certainly is. You know, when you get to that 30 minutes, right, okay, the captain comes on, we're going to start to make our approach into Bangkok, and then you hear the engines just slowly calm down a little bit, and then you start to drop down and put the seatbelt on, and you know that you're landing in the best place in the world, and you start to think, right, get through immigration, get the bag if you need to get a bag, get your SIM card if you need a SIM card, already got that, and then find Jojo, find the taxi driver. Is she going to be at number 4, this time number 3, number 7, and then get in there and open that first beer. For me, it'll be a Sing, and that's it. For me, I'll be there jumping straight on the YouTube, posting the first vlog. Christopher Carroll, welcome to the live show. And if you've just joined the live show, everyone, hit the thumbs up button. It really helps the algorithm, and I don't think it costs anything either. Let's see how many likes we've actually got. We'll do a quick check. Oh, we've only got 26. Yeah, so if you can hit the like, but let's try and get that 26 likes up a little bit. It all helps the algorithm. Ricky, why limit yourself to Pattaya? So many other nice places in Thailand to visit. It's a fair question. It's a question I've been asked quite a lot, to be honest. And when you like a place, you know. And that's the way I just describe it. You know, Pattaya's got everything I possibly need. And everywhere else falls short of that, in my opinion. Now, of course, I've not been everywhere and experienced it. I'm just going off YouTube videos and what people say. But I have ventured out a little bit. I've been to Hua Hin, and that is amazing, but it's not a patch on Pattaya. Bangkok isn't a patch on Pattaya. Bang Chang isn't a patch on Pattaya. Koh Lan isn't a patch on. So that, you know, Krabi is beautiful, amazing, never been. But in terms of the entertainment and everything I go to Pattaya for, I don't think Krabi is going to be a patch on Pattaya. Phuket, I don't think that's going to come close either. And in fact, I think Phuket's probably going to be more expensive than Pattaya and not as good. So this is why I don't spend my money going around Thailand being a Thailand vlogger. I am a Thailand vlogger, but a Pattaya channel. And I tried to get that right first time by calling it PattayaOwl and just focusing on the place I enjoy. And I've got mates who go to Benidorm every single year of their life. And they don't go to Murcia or Madrid or Barcelona. They go to Benidorm. They go to Benidorm because it's got everything they need. So why would they go anywhere else? And if that goes some way to explaining my mentality, I hope it does, mate. Thank you, Ricky. Damon, give the Aerox a little test run up the road and back before you decide. They don't mind the trying. Yeah, okay, nice one, mate. Will do. Christopher Carroll, how many bottles of beer do you think you could drink on an average night out? 7, and I start to get a tipsy. Anything over 10 bottles, I'm kind of swaying and craving a Chomps English Chinese takeaway. Very rarely have more than 10 bottles in an evening. Call me a lightweight. But that Singar and Singar or Sing is quite strong actually. It's not as strong as Chang, but it's definitely up there. GCLDM, the football tops, think I'll buy 10 and sell them for 25-30 quid when I'm home. He who dares wins. I think there might be some lore about that, but each to their own, mate. Kev, see nothing better than getting to the airport, through customs, getting the bar, a pint of Guinness and a full English, seeing you playing through the window for Thailand. Absolutely, mate. So you're on about this side. I get it. In England, you're having a beer, you're looking at the plane, you know you're going on that plane, but you're there with your brekkie and your Guinness. Fair play, mate. For me, it's more the other end. And I'll tell you what I've not done. I've not had any of the food in the food court at the airport in Bangkok. I just never seem to have the time, because when I land, I just want to get to Pattaya. But actually, if I just pause for an hour, which I'm not going to do, I could have some decent food at the airport in Bangkok, because I believe the food court is really good, really cheap as well. Steve Goodgroove, Mark lot for people coming out in September. I think you need to get lots of bangers. Well, this is it, mate. I have no idea how many people are going to be at the meetup night. Not everyone wants a banger anyway, do they? I'd probably go with, say, 30 bangers. And then if it's me and Michael, we can split them 15 each. How does that sound, mate? Sean the Prawn, what's been the most expensive that you've paid on? I think the most I've spent on a night, Sean the Prawn, just to reframe that a little bit, is 200 English pounds on one night. And that was the best night I've ever had in Pattaya. I spent the whole night in the Unreal Bar in OK Metro and enjoyed the entertainment to the fullest. And yeah, £200, but my days, what a night that was. Pattaya Bangkok 48, back and forth is the best way with all the banking issues living there long term. Pattaya Gunner, do you get jet lag? Yeah, I mean, for me, jet lag is obviously feeling very tired. So if I take the last time I landed in Pattaya back in March this year, I was exhausted. And they wouldn't let me check in, and I had to book somewhere just to sleep for 4 hours. And she charged me, I think it was 15 quid to do that. They wouldn't let me check in, but I couldn't keep my eyes open. I've never had it before where I couldn't keep my eyes open. So I begged this hotel, and she said, yes, you go in there, it's this much. You can have it for the night if you need it. But I didn't take it for the night. I just went to sleep for a solid 4 hours, woke up, used the shower, and that was the best 15 quid I've spent, because I went from not being able to keep my eyes open to then ready for an evening in Pattaya. So the jet lag hits me and I need to sleep for 4 hours. And then for whatever reason, I come out the other side fully refreshed. So yeah, that's jet lag for me. Poppycorn, I used to get my football shirts in Mike's Mall, but the lady moved to Pattaya Night Bazaar and they're all 400, same quality. I don't know what it is about the Night Bazaar. It's quite cool, but I just love Mike's Shopping Mall. If I can get it from Mike's Shopping Mall over the Night Bazaar, I will do. And I don't know why. I've never had a bad experience in the Night Bazaar, but I just think the whole Mike's Shopping Mall, cut through to Beach Road, I just prefer the location, as well as I've built relationships with the people in there now. You know, I know the geezer at the gadget shop. I know the ladies and the guys who sell the football shirts. When you first walk in from Second Road, on the right-hand side, you've got a shoe shop. And the lady there knows me. In fact, I bought 2 or 3 pairs when I was over there in March, April and May. And she always says hello to me now. Not just because I buy shoes from her, she says hello anyway. And it's funny because as soon as I walk in, she straight away looks at my feet to see what I'm wearing. And I haven't had any of that in the Night Bazaar, to be honest. Everyone seems preoccupied. Damon, I bought loads of the t-shirts in Mike's MotoGP Ducati shirts, great quality and lovely material. Well, this is it. It's mad, isn't it? We're not just saying it. I mean, I'm wearing them. It's almost as if someone spent more time designing this than the actual real thing, if this isn't real, you know? Pattaya, Bangkok 48. Bangkok is nice, Mark. You should give it more of a try. No, I agree with that. Yeah, Bangkok is an amazing city, and I've had some amazing days and night there, but I've not even seen 10% of what Bangkok has got to offer. It is an amazing, amazing city. So I agree with that comment that you should give it more of a try. Same with Jomtien. When I first went to Pattaya, I didn't give Jomtien the time of day, but that place deserves the respect and the time as well. So I agree with that. And I think, you know, if I was ever to live in Thailand, would actually Bangkok be the sensible base? And then you just travel down to Pattaya at the weekend. Not so much when your channel is PattayaOwl, but if I had an international contract and I worked in Bangkok, that could be more of a sensible idea than thinking that I could survive 7 days in Pattaya without partying. Jay Smith, welcome to the live show, mate. All right, Owl, walked past the cave, Tree Town last night, and they were very quiet. They'll be happy when you get back to Pattaya. Yes, mate, and I'll never forget the day. I think it was Rinda came up to me, shook my hand and said thank you because of the amount of people that came to the bar on that meetup night when we had 22. If you think about it, you know, 22 people there, 22 bins in a small bar. If we can beat that this time on that Friday, that's going to really help the bar because, of course, they're a small business and it is fairly quiet. So I believe in certain areas in Pattaya, it might have picked up now. So yeah, I'm going to message Rinda and the team in the next week or so, and I'm also going to contact Time Bar. I don't know who the owner is at Time Bar. If you know, let me know in the comments. I'm assuming there's a website or Facebook. I can contact them. I want to arrange to get 30 of their sausages delivered to the meetup night at 8 p.m. at the cave on the 3rd of October. And I would like to give them the heads up, just in case they don't have enough bangers in to supply that. So yeah, if anyone knows who owns Time Bar, let me know in the comments. Pattaya, Bangkok 48, 7 my maximum in a night. Steve Goodgrieve, Mark, I have been going for 12 years and I've always need to sleep because I can't sleep on the plane, too excited. Yeah, that's part of my problem. I can sleep on the plane, especially when I've done the upgrade to business, which I won't be doing now because money's a lot tighter. But even when I've slept on the plane, it's only been for 40 minutes at a time and then I've woke up for whatever reason. So that's why I usually feel exhausted by the time I get to Pattaya. So a little kip. And there's no harm in having a little kip. I mean, if I'm having a brekkie at 11 o'clock at the beer garden, kip for 4 hours, it's still early afternoon in Pattaya and I'm good to go. GCLDN, I'm the same, 4 hours and I'm brand new. Mike's Shopping Mall is air-conned and the Night Bazaar isn't. That is true. The amount of times I've walked out of the Night Bazaar dripping in sweat doesn't happen in Mike's Shopping Mall. And of course, what I did try last time was the food court upstairs at Mike's Shopping Mall. If you've not checked out the other floors above the obvious floor, the ground floor, check them out. The food court's decent. It's not as good as Eat Street, but it's decent. The food's nice enough. And they've got some decent, I keep saying decent, how many times can one say decent? Some good massage places there as well. You know, proper health massages there. So check them out. GCLDN, how many ladies are at the cave? It varies, mate. It varies. I usually like 4 and then Rinda. So a small team, but they look after us. They make sure we've got a beer. They'll have a laugh with us. They will play pool if you want to have a game of pool. I think, Michael, if you're still here, mate, you had a game of pool with the ladies in the cave as well. So they certainly know how to host a meetup night. Miko Jones, afternoon owl, good afternoon, welcome to the live show. And if you've just joined the live show, hit the like button. It really helps the algorithm. In fact, let's check how many likes we've actually got. I think last time I checked we had 26. 36, we've gone up 10. We've gone up 10. And it doesn't cost anything. Papu Ponty 65, welcome to the live show. Always good to have you on here, mate, and thanks for all your kind comments on the videos. And just speaking of the videos, for people who have just joined the channel, the latest one is I Couldn't Leave the House, my mental health. If you've not seen that one, check it out, give us a view on that. And the one before that is the BBC documentary, My Pattaya Views, and that one's got nearly 5,000, which is not too bad for a little channel like mine from England. So yeah, check them out as well. And if you enjoy it, give us a cheeky comment and a like. Papa Ponty 65, morning owl from Maryland, USA. Great insight from the owl community. Thank you very much. And this is what I love about these live shows. You know, we share the best bars, best restaurants, everything, hotels, advice on Pattaya, and that's why I enjoy them so much. And in fact, it was on the back of a live show. I've done lots of things, such as booking 2 weeks in the Vogue Hotel rather than doing a different hotel every 2 or 3 nights. I listened to what you guys said and changed it. Jay Smith Howell, what date is the meetup night at the cave? The first one is the 3rd of October. Second one is the 10th of October on this next trip. And then there's 2 dates in January as well, mate. Michael Davis, they're a great team of ladies at the cave. Nothing is too much trouble. Absolutely. Yeah, this is it. And I don't know what time I should turn up at the cave. I'll probably get there a little bit earlier. I've done that before and there's been a couple of subscribers there early, but officially it's 8 o'clock, so it just depends where I am that particular day. But I've never been late for a meetup night, so if you get there for 8 o'clock, that will be good. I don't do any filming, by the way, if you're worried about being on camera. I know we've had some people ask for pictures, so I do a picture if you want a picture, but I don't put anything on YouTube unless you guys are happy to have a picture which can go on YouTube, which I've done before as well. So I'm very conscious of that because not everybody wants to be on YouTube. The owl loves it, but not everyone loves it. As we saw on that BBC documentary with Zara walking down Soy 6, they were running in the bars. So a question for you. Let me put a question out to you. Bar crawl in Pattaya. I'm thinking of doing a vlog on that, me going around the bars. A number of bars, a genuine bar crawl, not a gimmick, a genuine one where you can see me get more and more drunk as the afternoon goes on. Let me know in the comments if that's something you want to see. The Owls bar crawl. This isn't me arranging a bar crawl for people to join. This is me on my own, going around the bars, drinking, vlogging as I go. Let me know in the comments. Jay Smith Owl, I'm normally out and about around the cave area on a Friday night. I'll pop into the meetup. Nice one, Jay. Sounds good, mate. The ladies don't like being videoed, Owl. Correct. Yeah, that's true. I don't put a camera in their face at all. But some people like to be on camera, though. If you've checked out some of my videos, including the highlight video, you will see some people will literally jump in front of the camera to say hello. So it is all down to the individual. Damon, Mark, on Thai Airways and Eva, they have a pool table in business class, a bit difficult on takeoff and landing, but great fun. Sorry for my humour, but would be good. I actually believed you for a minute there that there'd be a pool table, but of course you're joking, mate. So I have done business class with Thai Airways, and it was, you know what, it was the best food I've ever had on an airline. Looking back, the seats are so dated compared to, say, Emirates business class, and fingers crossed the airline Thai Airways have upgraded their aircraft in 2023, because the seats were so dated in business. I'm not in business this time anyway. But the food, my days, I've never had anything like it. You know, they put down the tablecloth. The food presentation was like I was in a Michelin star restaurant. Whereas on Emirates, the service was amazing, the little pod was amazing, but the food wasn't anything special. Jay Smith, Owl, do you like Bentleys? I love Bentleys. I love the brekkie at Bentleys in Soy 5 PattayaOwl. I enjoy all the food that comes from that kitchen, including the chicken skewers with satay sauce. I mean, my days. I remember ordering that and then ordering another one, and I went to order another one and I think they'd sold out, so I went for a pork pie. Pork pies are nice as well. Melt in your mouth stuff. If you've not been to Bentley's, check it out and you'll see what I mean. You order a pork pie, you just don't get an ordinary pork pie, you get something very special. Miko Jones, on the back of watching Owl's YouTube about the BBC documentary, I got recommended the Mac TV response to the doc. Very interesting. Has anyone else seen it? Well, this is it. I watched the documentary. I released a video. Thank you, Mac TV, by the way, for dropping a comment on my video. I appreciate that, mate. And Mac TV has done a video on his response to the documentary, because, of course, he was in the documentary. And, yeah, what I would recommend is watch the documentary and watch Mac TV's response and watch my response to the documentary. And I think we kind of say it how we see it. Pattaya Bangkok 48 flew back from Thailand in May, and Thai Airways was great seating, Owl, in economy. Cool. Jay Smith, Owl, shut it, you were making me hungry. Wow. Someone asked me the question. It was you, mate. It was you who asked me the question. I don't know who's doing the cooking in that kitchen, but it's very, very special. Russ, is Grab easy to use for food deliveries? Never used Grab at all. What I do know is I've used Bolt for taxis over Grab. Tends to be better, in my opinion. As for getting food deliveries, I've never been in a situation where I've had to do that. I've just jumped on the Owl when I had the condo in Cozy Beach and rode round to 7-Eleven. Kev C, have you been Sharples and the Hideaway, Mark? And what are your thoughts? I enjoyed them both. So, yeah, I mean, I had the Hideaway on Soy 15. It's a legendary meetup place for Kev in Thailand. A lot of respect for that place. Unfortunately, I never got out in time to have a meetup night there with Kev. But I have had a tuna panini from there, and that was nice. But I've never eaten anything else off the menu, but I've heard good things about it. Sharples, John Tien, I wasn't blown away by it. I can't pretend to say it was amazing. I got a pie from there, and it wasn't the best pie I've ever had, far from it. But I'm looking forward to trying it. I tell you what, fish and chip wise, Moggy's Bar off Soy 15 was exceptional. Yes, it was like 250, just under 300 baht, but it was the best fish and chips I've had in Pattaya by a long shot. And I believe there's also a Sharples on Soi New Plaza off Second Road. I think if I was to try Sharples again, it would be the one on Soi New Plaza, which is next door to the Golden Ferry, which also do cracking food. Damon, I'm going business with Eva again next month. I use the Thai. I used to use Thai, but Eva gets my vote. Both airlines use that aircraft 777-300, but seating better on Eva. Yeah, that's fair, mate. That's my observation as well. I've done business class with Thai Airways and Emirates. Emirates was by far the best, but the food was the best on Thai Airways. Never done business class on Eva. I've walked through the business class area and it looked nice, but into economy. Jay Smith, how have you tried Peaky Blinders restaurant? I haven't. I think that's the one on the hill. Is it going up to PattayaOwl? I haven't. And Peaky Blinders, is that all American stuff like ribs and steaks and everything? Dame and I always used to fly BC business class Eva before I moved to Thailand. Great airline. Well, this is it, and the days have gone for me flying in business class. You know, I've spent money like there's no tomorrow. So it's economy for the Owl. It's affordable accommodation, but that's the way it should be anyway. I mean, 500-600 quid for a flight, a couple of £100 for the hotel, under £1,000 for your flight and hotel. The rest is just spending money on the entertainment. I'm happy with that, you know. Whereas, you know, in the past I've spent £2 or £3 grand on business class. Well, that could pay for the full trip. But it is special and it is good. What I would say, if anybody wants to experience business class going to Thailand, the way to do it is with Emirates. And if you book it for the leg going from Dubai to Bangkok only, or Bangkok to Dubai only, you can get it for around about £500 for that leg. So you can experience it on a 6-hour flight for around about 500 quid for an upgrade. And you can do that upgrade at the check-in desk. You don't need to book anything prior. You can just say, how much is it to upgrade? But remember, it's just for that leg. The leg from Dubai to London or London to Dubai is like 3 times the amount. But for whatever reason, the Dubai to Bangkok leg is the 500 quid bargain. And I've done that on 2 trips to Pattaya now, and it's been great. Ricky, do you think it's possible to find love in Pattaya? Well, I haven't. Some people have. But it's probably more likely possible to do that outside of Pattaya, like from Bangkok, for example, is what people are telling me, and I kind of agree. You go on Tinder in Pattaya, then you're going to get a lot of people that are not seriously looking for a relationship, is my experience. Whereas I've had it where I've been on Tinder in Bangkok and I've had a genuine lady wanting me to actually come and spend some time with her in Bangkok, but I wanted to go to Pattaya and make vlogs. So I said, no, it's not going to work. I mean, I can't do Pattaya vlogs from Bangkok. And she works in like a sports direct in Bangkok, and I met her through, I think it was Tinder or Thai Friendly, but I just had to say no on that one. I can't give up my 2-week trip in Pattaya to stay in Bangkok just because I've met someone on Tinder. Can't do it. Ricky, I guess better chance you will stay there a longer period of time. Yeah, naturally, if you're over there for a longer period of time, you build relationships with everyone. And that includes a potential, maybe, lady friend. If you're there for a 2-week holiday, I mean, one of the first questions they may ask you is, how long are you here for? 2 weeks. It's you know, you need to be out there living there, I think, to actually start to build any form of relationship if that's what you're looking for. But this channel is very much going to be about me holidaying to Pattaya now and having fun and doing bar crawls and brekkies and fun activities in Pattaya. So that's what this channel is very much going to be about. Papu Ponty 65, the backlash from the documentary was tremendous and your latest vlogs are very engaging. Thank you very much, mate. What I was surprised is when you type into YouTube BBC Thailand documentary, the owl pops up. But yeah, thank you very much for that. And if you've not checked out any of the latest vlogs, check them out. It all helps. Every single like you give us on the live show or on a video, a comment, all helps the algorithm and build the channel. And I remember at the start of the year when I started the channel, the target was to get 100 subscribers for the year. And we've already smashed that target. And we've got 4,000 plus subscribers now. So God knows where we're going to be at the end of the year, subscriber-wise. Who knows? So, any questions, any comments, any recommendations to the other people on the live show? Have you got a bar, a restaurant, anything that you think the owl should be checking out when I'm over there? Because, of course, there's not many more live shows now until I'm actually in Pattaya. Let's have a quick look at the calendar and see where we're at. yeah, there's not. There's not. I don't think there will be a live show next weekend. So after that, you're looking at the weekend of the 27th. So I think the next live show potentially after today will be the 28th, which is a few days before I actually fly out. So yeah, there won't be a live show next week. The Owl is off that particular weekend. I'm popping down to Cornwall for the weekend and I won't be doing a live show. So the next live show after this will be right before the Owl gets on the plane, or days before, very close indeed, and that'll be Sunday, the 28th of September will be the next live show, and the last live show in England before the next trip to Pattaya. So make sure you come along for that. I will set up a notification so you can come along to that live show, and it's only a matter of days before I get on the plane. Well, we are 1 hour, 30 minutes in. A big hello to everyone who's watching. It is Saturday and we're live, and of course you might be watching this after the live event. A big hello if you are. Thank you for all the support on the channel, all the views, comments. It really does mean the world. And yeah, if you've got any more questions, comments, recommendations you'd like me to go and check out, you've already mentioned you need to get a soapy massage as soon as you arrive in Pattaya. If you've got any bars you think I'm missing out by not going, you know, I like soy bacao. If there's anything on there you recommend, let me know now. Any questions, let me know. I'll carry on a little bit longer if you guys have more to say. It's always the case. And we'll see how many likes we've got. Last time we checked, it was 36. 44, it's increased a little bit. Thank you, everyone who's hit the like button. It really does help. Usually about this time, Elvis jumps on and tells everyone to smash the like button. But there's been no Elvis today. Maybe he's watching the football. So the next thing to come from the channel, there'll be a vlog in the week. That will probably be on my blood test results. If you don't know, I did a 40, now I'm 40, I was entitled to a checkup. A checkup where they take bloods and they check everything, your liver function, your kidney function, diabetes, cholesterol, all of that. They do it in one big hit. They took my weight, height, blood pressure. You know what? Surprisingly, the blood pressure was bang on. It was 126/83. Usually, mine's a little bit higher than that. So yeah, thumbs up on the blood pressure. So next week, there'll probably be a vlog. It will probably be related to that, unless there's nothing interesting to report. No live show next weekend, but one the weekend after, and then we're just days away from Pattaya, and the vlogs will start. Damon, Hemingway's restaurant Soy Honey is worth breakfast or an evening meal. It is, mate, and in fact I've done a vlog on the breakfast at Hemingway's, and I do remember, I think I mentioned this on the last live show, I was walking down there and a subscriber said, "Owl, how are you doing? Where are you off?" And I said, "I'm just off down here filming and having a brekkie at Hemingway's." And he said, "Can I come with you? Can I come with you? And do you mind if I be your cameraman? And I'll sit and have a brew while you do your filming." Of course you can, mate. Absolutely. And he actually bought me the brekkie. So a big thank you if you're watching. He's the cameraman in that video. He bought me a brekkie. He had a brew with me. Wished me all the best. And then he went his separate ways. And he was on holiday at the time as well. And these are the little moments you remember. And it's not the fact he bought me breakfast. It was the whole interaction and the chat we had over breakfast, as well as there being a cameraman. I do like it when I have a cameraman. And anybody's welcome to be the cameraman, by the way. I know Michael's going to do a little bit of that. Anybody is welcome to be the cameraman for the Owl. In terms of anyone that sent me an email, I'll respond. I've had a couple of emails I've had one email from Wolf. I'll reply with that, mate. And Stevens emailed me about Jojo Taxi. I'll respond to that as well. Thank you to everyone who's bought me a coffee on the live show or sent me a super chat, or maybe you've done it after the live event as well while you're watching this. Every little bit goes towards the Pattaya Fund. Right, everyone. Well, if there's no more questions, comments, recommendations, we'll give it a few more minutes. It's time to start saying our goodbyes. It's been a cracking live. I've loved it. And this will be the last one till the 28th. So 28th of September. Sorry, yeah, 28th. Yeah, the Sunday, the 28th. I think I'm having a few beers on the 27th, actually. So I might be a little bit hungover on that live show on the 28th of September. But I'm sure you'll be kind. Right, everyone. Well, big thank you to everyone who's watched the live show. Time to say, easy for me to say, goodbyes. Enjoy your weekend, the rest of your Saturday and Sunday, wherever you are in the world. I know we get people watching from Australia all the way to Scotland and everywhere in between. It's been a great live show. Thank you to everyone that's popped on. Steve Goodgroove, see you at the cave, mate. Absolutely. Pattaya, Bangkok 48. See you later, mate. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who's contributed, who's dropped a comment, or even just watched in the background. That's okay as well. Not everybody likes to drop a comment. So keep safe wherever you are. Take care. Have a great weekend. And look out for the next vlog. Nothing's filmed yet. But when it is, I will post it. Run short, see you on the 3rd. Absolutely. I get a feeling this meetup night on the 3rd of October might be a busy one. And I think what I'll do after this live show is just contact the people I need to contact to prepare for that meetup night. Make sure there's enough sausages for people to eat. And of course, if you've enjoyed this live, give us a thumbs up, share, comment. If you've not already, please subscribe. Your support means the world. Take care. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.